big deal. My IQ is 280.
Stephen Hawking, the world's smartest man.
What are you doing here?
Which of his scientific ideas and innovations is your favorite?
Of Stevens?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good question. I don't, maybe I can answer that, but maybe it's more interesting for me to tell you what was his favorite, since I was surprised by that.
All right.
And that was the no boundary proposal. So what did he do? So, remember his thesis was, he adapted Penrose's work and on black holes and kind of reversed it and showed that the universe had to, based on general relativity, the universe had to start from a Big Bang.
In the beginning, nothing existed. Only darkness was everywhere. Suddenly, a thin disk emerged from the darkness, one side yellow and the other white, appearing suspended in midair.
Where in quantum theory, what's interesting is that he was fine with contradicting himself or changing his mind. And that was his next big thing. And that's what most people say is his best thing. Okay, the Hawking radiation, where he took two contradictory theories, quantum mechanics and general relativity, and they contradict each other, but he used a little bit of this, a little bit of that in just the right way to make that discovery. So that was one of his talents, was to use contradictory things, right? But another was to be able to reverse himself, because he had been very staunchly opposed to this, and now he's for it, His last big thing of his earlier career was this no boundary proposal, where he kind of showed that it really wasn't a Big Bang, that the quantum theory changes things if you go back to the early universe. And that's the one he thought was his best work. There's 3 strands in the book, and one follows our writing the grand design, so those scenes were there. One was, a top level kind of a view of his life, not trying to be complete like a biography, but just to give you a feeling for him. And the other was his scientific work. Most physicists feel that way. I mean, the harder the science, the more of it is a hard science.
Yeah.
The less people believed in God, which means miracles and supernatural events. So Jesus walked on water. Okay, as a physicist, as a psychologist, that might be okay. Jesus walked on water. It was a miracle. It was a wonderful thing. I don't know. As a physicist, you think, okay, the surface tension of the water, the weight, the forces, what's going on there? Does that mean that those laws didn't apply, that you could just turn them off? I mean, I don't know. It's a little, the more you understand about what it means to walk on water, the harder it is to accept that.
Churchill once had a quote about writing a book where he said it starts out as a mistress, and at the end it's a tyrant, and you fling it in the world and you're happy to get rid of it. Did you experience some of that during this book?
As you know, I did actually. I was sad to see it end. I had so much fun writing the book and reliving those experiences, and for me, when I was writing, it was like I was there again. I'm laying in bed, fantasizing, reminiscing about the good old days.
All right. Okay, it's great. Oh well, thank you very much, and enjoy your day. I'll continue with my beer. And,
okay. I'll have one in a few hours. Let me see what you're drinking.
It's local, from Amsterdam somewhere.
Okay. Well, enjoy.
Thank you very much for this interview, and good luck with the book.